Oh, I always bump over that UFO. One of these days, that UFO is just going to fly away. Be like, I'm sick of you knocking me over. That's it. The last time you've knocked me over, I'm out of here. I'm sorry, UFO. I was just trying to play a little guitar because, you know what I mean? Ah. How's your weekend, everybody? My weekend was awesome. I spent it with one of my friends from high school. I've known him for 17 years, something like that. It was Josh. He joined me on the show Friday. Shout out to Josh. That was a great weekend. Thanks for coming, buddy. He got home safe, back home. He's stoked to see his family. Shout out to his family. Thanks for letting him come out and hang out with me for the weekend. It was really good. So shout out to Josh. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, sorry about no Friday jam. I know usually I jam on Fridays, but Friday we were just yapping about the debate. So the election's going on in 8 days. Next week, man, it is coming to the end. My goodness, it's crazy, isn't it? Let me get rid of this. Let me fix this here UFO before it starts getting upset with me. See how many times I can do this. I'm getting fairly decent at it. You got to know the spot. Yeah, not bad. All right. Let's get it spinning, right? Because it's just not the same without it spinning. So yeah, we drove around. We actually spent the day just chilling. We did a drive, new Tom MacDonald album cruise. All right, we just cruised around yesterday listening because I finally got the new Tom MacDonald albums in the mail, and we found this wine spot. Right, it was called the Wine Cave, and we're like, Wine Cave, we got to check this out. Rather, I said we got to check this out, and they were like, all right. It was the worst wine I've ever had. Straight up, I've ever had. It was terrible wine. The wine was disgusting. So if you ever find yourself at a wine cave, be cautious because it was terrible. I want to just say thanks to a couple people who sent me some things. I checked my P.O. box today, and we got some stuff. I was so excited. Someone sent me some cool shirts. Check us out. We got Trump 2. What does it say here? POTUS 2020 45 Part 2. I like that shirt. It's great. And then I shout out to Mike Miller. He makes the what do they call it? I don't want to mispronounce the Magnificent 7. Sent me a bunch of Magnificent 7 comics signed. These are dope. I'm super excited about that. Thank you very much. And also the stickers. I don't know if you know how much I love stickers. I'm kind of obsessed with stickers. Ever since I was a skateboarder, I started collecting stickers. No joke, I probably have 30,000 stickers. All right, maybe that's a little bit of exaggeration. I probably have 10,000 stickers. All right, now I'm trying to be as accurate as possible. That's fairly accurate. I'm pretty sure I have about 10,000 stickers from just hoarding stickers. I don't even put them on things anymore. I just hoard the stickers. I want all the stickers. And then someone else sent me this book, Stay Tuned. I don't know what that's about, but thank you for that. I got a lot of books I'm trying to get to. They're all pretty much behind me right now, but I'll get to them. So before we get into everything, I just want to say, if you want to donate, or also if you would like to send me stuff, you could check out. What is going on? That is the wrong screen. Of course, I have the wrong screen set up. And yeah, I don't know how to fix that mid. I'm glad I did that now because I'm going to have to figure something out. Let me just fix this real quick because I want to zoom in, and as you could see my OBS instead. Infinite me. I don't know why that's doing that. So I'm going to have to solve that real quick. I just need to change this. All right, to the third display. There we go. All right. Thank you for bearing with me. And there we go. So, just being my own producer, fixing stuff. So this is my webpage. You can donate to me directly by my PayPal, Bitcoin, or send me stuff, as these people sent me some stuff. Thank you, everybody, for I don't know who sent me the shirts. It was from Amazon, and same with this book. But Mike Miller, he sent me a nice little message here. Said, Adam, thanks for reading my super chats about Magnificent 7. I thought you might like some physical copies for you and the crew, plus some of my regular book, Lone Star. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the chat. So thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. That's great. And I really also would like to address this other thing. This is ridiculous. So the whole Philip Anderson thing, right? I mean, I don't know if you know much about this. I started a GoFundMe for him for his teeth. He told me that if there was any extra money, if he could use it for another rally. I said, it's your money. I mean, I don't care. That's admirable. I think that you're not going to just buy yourself things. You're going to use it to promote free speech, as long as it covers the teeth. Like, that was really what it was about. And now they've straight up labeled it as fraud. Now, we talked about it last week. The only reason I want to bring this up to talk about it is he started a new this is at Give, Send, Go, help Philip fix his teeth. So I just want to give him a shout out. You can go here and donate. If you did donate before and it was refunded, please, if you can help, please help him. He's almost to it looks like he's just over 7,000. So I mean, we had it up to $3,500, 35,000. Excuse me. It was like 35,000 when GoFundMe took it down. Now they're claiming fraud, and that's ridiculous because they're saying that it was political, trying to make money for politics, and it's like he got his teeth knocked out. I don't know how much it was. I don't know how much it was to fix it. I put 2,000 as my starting amount, and we blew past that. But everybody was telling me that is not anywhere close to enough. It is super expensive because it's the upper jaw, it's your front teeth. I don't know how much it was, so I kept upping it. I was like, all right, I'll up it, and it it could be like 20 grand to fix the teeth. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'll put it at 20 grand, and then I handed it over to Philip. And I guess he said on Alex Jones, he said, yeah, I'm going to use the money to fix my teeth, and then anything that's left over, I'm going to use it for free speech. And they basically, Antifa banded together and said, let's all vote it for fraud and report it, and GoFundMe took it down. So it's kind of a mess. I mean, it's being twisted as though we were trying some malicious thing. It's like, if you know me at all, you know that I was trying to help him, trying to get his teeth fixed. I just want his teeth fixed. I know I've seen him standing on the front lines fighting for free speech. So I don't know. I don't care if this is going to get me in trouble. I have a feeling I'm already being watched as it is by YouTube because I seem to be talking about specific stuff, but that they don't want. And it's going to get worse through what I'm going to be talking about today. But I don't care. That's going to be fine. So listen, if you can help Philip, go help him out. It's givesendgo.com/GWTA. Just those 4 letters, GWTA, and you can help him. This is a different site that a lot of people have said this is definitely where you would want to go. It's much safer. They wouldn't cater to people that are just trying to bring down free speech advocates, which GoFundMe seems to cater to. So so I just wanted to shout out to Philip because I feel like he needs all the help he can get fixing his front teeth because he took a punch for freedom. So thank you for all that. So I'm going to get into some funny things today. All right, now that's I just wanted to say that I'm going to talk about Hillary's tears. And I saw some people in chat going, Hillary's tears, what does this even mean? Like, Hillary's tears. Yeah, Hillary's tears. Today's Hillary's birthday. Hillary Clinton's birthday. And you know what? Happy birthday, Hillary. It's an interesting day for you, isn't it? You wanted to be president, and it was taken from you, wasn't it? And that's what it's about. Let's look at this. I was born to be president. Hillary Clinton is still angered over her 2016 loss. Yep. Presidential candidate Hillary Clinton recently opened up that she is still upset over losing to President Trump in the 2016 election. She believes she would have handled the COVID pandemic better, according to her recent appearance on Kara Swisher's New York Times opinion podcast, Sway. When asked whether a woman would have handled the pandemic better, she said, I have no doubt, especially if it were me. Clinton then also described how she feels physically sick to her stomach at the idea that Trump will win re-election. I was born for that. This is a quote from her, I guess. I was born for that. I mean, That's why I knew I'd be a good president. I was ready for crises and emergencies and would have done what you see these women leaders doing. You listen to the science, you bring in people in an open, inclusive way, you communicate constantly, and you make the case by explaining why what you're doing is in the long-term interests, not only of health, but also of the economy. Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind at all that I would have stepped up to that crisis. I mean, Benghazi. That's all I got to say about that. Next. Clinton also revealed she almost ran for president again in 2020, but struggled over getting over her 2016 loss, allegedly thinking about a rematch with Trump all the time. Yeah, she did, actually, and that linked me to this article. Hillary Clinton is reportedly considered running for president, thinking about Trump rematch all the time. She really, really thought she was going to win. Seriously, she was like, I've got this in the bag. There's no doubt in my mind that I'm going to win this. I'm going to win. I'm the winner. I've already won it. There's countless looks that she gives and laughs. It reminds me of Hillary, this whole cackle, or Kamala, I mean, this cackle, as if it's just ridiculous that she has to answer questions. And now they're talking about cackle shaming. Have you seen this? They're straight up saying if you make fun of Kamala's laugh, you're cackle shaming, and that's against women. And it's like, no, I want it to be a serious issue. We're talking about running the country, potentially replacing a vice president or the president. You being vice president, you're going to replace Joe Biden potentially. You need to be serious. We need to understand that you have the ability to be serious and understand stuff and explain it and not cackle and laugh it off like you don't need to explain it. Like, it's silly that I need to explain it. I'm just going to laugh, and that's your explanation. There's no actual explanation. Like, you're not actually giving any answers at all. You're just cackling and laughing it off like it's something silly. Oh, I don't need to actually explain it. It's just ridiculous. And that's what Hillary Clinton did. Guess what else is happening today? Probably happening within the next hour. I'm going to be live, so I actually don't know. I was trying to find out if they did confirm Justice ACB. I don't think they did yet, but I think they're voting. Basically, they're getting ready to vote right now to vote in a new justice, which is crazy. It'll break a record for like closest to an election, 8 days. And this is what blew me away. So this is a tweet. This is some next level. It's kind of perfect that I mistyped it. Next level hit right there. This is from 2018. Comfortably Smug on Twitter said, October 2020, Cocaine Mitch is going to replace RBG with Barrett, and there isn't anything the libs can do about it. All right, I changed the wording a little bit, but that was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, October 7th, 2018, Comfortably Smug on Twitter said that this was going to happen. Today, what's happening right now, Amy Barrett is being brought in as justice to the Supreme Court, and there's nothing they can do about it. And how did they know? What is this magic? This is weird. This is weird. This is from 2 years ago. How did that, it's from 2 years ago. The internet is forever. We see this. It's crazy. It kind of blows me away a little bit. So it's funny to see these articles of like, she was supposed to be president. Everyone's sharing this meme around of Hillary Clinton saying, it was a tweet 4 years ago, rather, right before the 2016 election. This is before she was the next president. It's a picture of her as like I don't know, maybe her high school picture or something, Hillary Clinton's. And it didn't age well, as they like to put it. That didn't age very well, did it? Because you didn't win, Hillary. And so here I am over here looking at your teary eyes. Just sorry, sucks for you. Do better. Okay, is that too brutal? I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm seeing there's so much stuff going on right now with the Biden stuff. I'm not touching it. I'm staying away from it. I'm watching it. I'm watching all this new stuff coming in, and man, it is insane. But I'm gonna kind of look at it from a distance because of some other stuff that's going on right now, and I'm really happy about this stuff here. Check this out: 177 arrests. 177 arrests. 109 survivors rescued during the largest anti-human trafficking operation in Ohio's history. That's right. The U.S. Marshals are at it again, saving people. My goodness. Check this out. Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost discussed the results of what he believes was the largest anti-human trafficking operation in the state's history, which was conducted in the last week. A virtual press conference with Yost, as well as representatives from the Cleveland Rape Crisis Center, U.S. Marshal Service, Mahoning County Sheriff's Office, and more was held on Monday morning. Yost announced that 177 arrests of Johns and traffickers were made during Operation Autumn Hope. More than a dozen of those arrests involved men who were attempting to arrange sex with a child. Yost added that 109 survivors of the human trafficking were rescued. I just got to take a second. Thank you very much, U.S. Marshals. Thank you very much. This is, I've been, every single time I see these reports, I bring it to light because this is the kind of stuff where we see heroes actually doing hero work right here. This is true life heroes, okay? I can't stress that enough. They're saving people. They're saving kids from nightmares. All right, this nightmarish stuff is happening. It's going on right now, right? Everyone seems to want to focus on certain issues. When this kind of stuff is going down in our backyard, all right, in our neck of the woods, they don't think that America, this kind of stuff happens. Like, yeah, you need your reality checked because this is going down. 177 Johns. Now, Johns are obviously the a word for, you know, people that are trying to arrange. I mean, they're basically pedophiles, I suppose, you know. So, I guess here it goes on to say, you know, that the difference between simple prostitution and human trafficking is the difference between 2 and 3. Very similar, but also different. I guess, let's see. A prostitution is an arrangement between a John and a female. Human trafficking involves a third party, typically taking a cut of the money, Yost added. The anti-human trafficking operation was conducted in collaboration with over 50 federal, Ohio state, and local law enforcement agencies, as well as non-government partners. The success of Operation Autumn Hope is measured not only in the number of arrests, but in the lives that were rescued from this evil, Yost said. Every agency on this team looks for the day when no person is bought and sold in Ohio. Don't buy sex in Ohio, he finishes. Mad props. This kind of stuff is going down. Now I'm leading into something with this, and I think you might know. I just want to add, this is another article about the same operation. 45 of those 109 were children. 45 children were being trafficked, and basically this is slavery, modern day sex slaves. That's what they are. So 45 of them were missing children, and they were found out of that same operation. These guys are heroes, saving these people. Attorney General David Yost, thank you for your work. This is the kind of stuff that needs to happen. You're saving lives here, and you're saving the children. Now, this is what I kind of takes a turn here. All right, check this out. This is from Anna Slatz on Rebel News. It's not verified, but I mean, it doesn't change the fact that this is happening. Twitter finally cracking down on pedophiles. Changes terms of service. Check this story out. Twitter is finally making a change to its controversial terms of service, one which previously allowed for the discussion and promotion of minor attraction. The platform's newly released TOS has finally amended previous rules which many activists claimed helped normalize pedophilia as a sexual identity. All right, in January in 2020, Twitter quietly reworded certain elements of their TOS, allowing for the discussion of child sexual exploitation as a phenomenon. The terms of service also allowed for artistic depictions of nude minors. Disgusting. While the old policies stated there was a limit on promoting or glorifying child sexual exploitation, it is allowed for a community of minor attracted people, or MAPs, to flourish and communicate in the open, often posting computer-generated and animated child pornography, which no recourse for other Twitter users to take and try to remove them from the sites, as their actions did not constitute a rule violation. But the newest manifestation of the TOS has changed all of that, with Twitter boldly stating the website has a zero tolerance for child sexual exploitation policy. All right, now the reason I'm bringing this up right now, what's going on Twitter and what's being exposed right now that has everything to do with this kind of stuff? That's right, the laptop. Everybody is talking about this freaking laptop, all right? I honestly, I'm really trying not to swear because this stuff pisses me off, all right? Now, I can't stand it. The stuff that we're learning about the type of person Hunter is and the stuff that he's doing, and now Twitter's changing their laws, their TOS again, so they're like, oh, wait, we don't want people talking about this. We actually need a way to be able to cut them off legally, because right now, legally, they're allowed to talk about what Hunter was doing, and now they're changing the rules back so they can actually quiet down, because they don't want to spread the stuff around. They want to be able to cut it off. And we've seen these companies do it over and over and over again, just get rid of people. We watched Philip. Philip was fighting for free speech, got cut off, got his teeth knocked out, then cut off from all the platforms right afterwards because it broke their narrative way too much. He was getting way too much traction. We raised over $35,000 for his teeth. Cut off. They can't have people breaking the narrative. They can't have people showing the truth, sharing the truth. They can't have people finding out the truth. Now we got all this stuff that's going on. This Operation Autumn Hope, that wasn't the first time these U.S. Marshals have been playing heroes, not even playing, being actual heroes, saving these children from traffickers. All right. We saw it in Georgia. All right. Like a month ago, I did a report on it. They saved 35 kids from all over the country. It wasn't just in Georgia, too. 35. Now we've got over 100 saved, 45 of them children. All right. And now all of a sudden, Twitter's like, wait a minute, we really should lock this down. Yeah. Why? So you can lock it down. So you can make it so people can't share what Hunter was doing with his own niece, supposedly. Now, again, I'm standing from a distance right now watching this Hunter stuff because this kind of stuff pisses me off. I can't stand it. Children should be out playing in the dirt, learning how to communicate with other children and enjoying life. All right. Not dealing with adults trying to sexualize them or traffic them away. This kind of stuff is how nightmares are made. All those children that have been taken, guaranteed they're messed up for life. And if they're not, thank goodness. But man, you know what? U.S. Marshals, thank you. All of you. Every single one of you guys are doing, and gals, whatever. You're doing work. U.S. Marshals, I salute you. Appreciate all of you. And Twitter, you disgust me. All right, moving on. That stuff really drives me nuts. I can't stand that. All right, I want to move on though, because I don't like staying down in the pit. I don't like it. I want to shine the light on positive things and maintain positive energy. Those guys are heroes and they saved these children. It's amazing. So check this story out. NASA confirms water has been spotted on the sunlit surface of the moon. That's right. I mean, we already I'm pretty sure we knew there was water there, but now we've actually spotted it in the Clavius crater, which it's like the lower spot. I think they show it somewhere. Let's read about it. NASA announced it had discovered water on the sunlit surface of the moon. The water was spotted near the Clavius crater, one of the largest crater formations on the celestial satellite, and one that can be seen with the naked eye. Paul Hayne, a planetary scientist at the University of Colorado, said on a conference call with the press. Hayne is the lead author of one of the studies published on the topic. Casey Hannibal, lead author of the other study, said that there are between 100 and 400 parts per million of water, or roughly the equivalent of a 12-ounce bottle of water within a cubic meter of lunar soil. And here is kind of a, can you guys see that? Yeah, you can see that. Check this out. So this is the crater here, this big spot. So I'm sure you recognize that. Everyone knows the face of the moon that faces us because it never changes. It's always facing us in the same direction. It's always a cool thing. We had indications that H2O, the familiar water that we know, might be present on the sunlit side of the moon, said Paul Hertz, NASA's director of the Astrophysics Division in the Science Mission Directorate, in a statement. Now we know there is. This discovery challenges our understanding of the lunar surface and raises intriguing questions about resources relevant for deep space exploration. The study led by Hannibal found the presence of water directly on the surface, while Haynes' study speculated that water may be trapped in smaller spatial scales all over the surface of the moon. Now, I'm not sure what this is, so I'm going to just keep moving. Researchers have known for some time about the existence of water on the moon, having first discovered water vapor as early as 1971. In 2009, the first evidence of frozen water on the surface was discovered. On the call, Jacob Bleacher, Chief Exploration Scientist for NASA's Human Exploration and Operations Mission Directorate, said the results are exciting for human exploration, but there are greater implications for it. Understanding where the water is will help us determine where to send Artemis astronauts on the moon, Bleacher explained. The new studies note it could be significantly more accessible than previously thought. As such, the water can be used for drinking, fuel supply, and other use cases. That's really and oxygen. I'm surprised they didn't actually add that in there because H2O, you can pull oxygen out of it, and the fuel supply I feel is almost more important than drinking. Obviously, we got to keep our astronauts alive. Oxygen and water are two huge things. So if we find water, and we know there's water on Mars, so these are kind of the key components in actually going there and being able to stay there consistently. This is really exciting. Water was previously believed to only exist in areas of the moon that are always in shadows and do not receive sunlight, making them dangerous and frigid for astronauts to access. Prior to SOFIA observations, we knew there was some kind of hydration, Hannibal added in the statement, but we did not know how much, if any, was actually water molecules like we drink every day, or something more like a drain cleaner. The discovery was made by NASA's Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy. That's what SOFIA stands for. Described as the world's largest airborne observatory. Very cool. SOFIA is a modified Boeing 747 airplane capable of flying high in Earth's atmosphere, allowing for its 9-foot telescope to get a clear view of the universe and objects in our solar system. It is able to observe infrared wavelengths that are capable of detecting phenomena impossible to see with visible light, NASA added. Very, very cool. In 2018, a separate group of researchers published a study that suggested water on the moon may be more accessible than first thought. The findings came in advance of NASA's Artemis program, which is intended to land American astronauts on the moon by 2024, as well as establish a sustainable human presence on Earth's natural satellite. This kind of stuff I'm so stoked to hear about it because like when I first heard about Artemis, the Artemis program, we heard that like we're gonna bring people on the moon again. Now in before all these people are like, did they really go to the moon? I believe they went to the moon. I don't cater to anybody who thinks that they didn't. I just won't do it. I believe they went. NASA says there's more water than previously thought on the moon. This is from the New York Post here. There appears to be more water than previously thought. So they keep finding more. It's actually about the same thing. I just thought it was kind of funny that the New York Post, they're on fire right now. I don't know if you know much about the New York Post, but they're the ones dropping all the bombs. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, those Biden bombs. We'll call them Biden bombs. Yeah, they're dropping them like a hot too. Whew. and they're hot. They are spicy hot. They actually just dropped my name too. Shout out to New York Post for giving me a call out. That was pretty cool. It was back last week during the debate. You know, he made that gaffe about poor boys instead of proud boys. He said, "Yeah, the poor boys," and they used my tweet in one of their things about it. It's pretty funny. Actually, I think I have a picture of. No, I don't have a picture of the airplane. But I do have this other thing that's pretty cool. NASA's Boeing-built moon rovers are granted Washington State landmark status. There it is. It sits at its resting place at the Taurus Littrow landing site in 1972. Look at that. Can you imagine being one of the people driving around on the moon? That would be dope. I want to drive around on the moon. 3 hot rods on the moon are now official Washington State historic landmarks, thanks to a unanimous vote by a state commission. The thumbs up delivered on Friday during a virtual public hearing organized by the Washington State Advisory Council on the Historic Preservation provided state landmark status to the rovers that Boeing built at its facilities in Kent, Washington, and that NASA sent to the moon for Apollo 15, 16, and 17 missions. And there's a lot of information on that I'm not going to actually get into because that's all right. Those are my subjects for the day. I feel like I kind of been out of the news for a while, and I got to be honest, it was nice. I put my ear to the ground for news pretty much all day, every day, and for the past 3 days, I was hanging out with a buddy of mine. We were just laughing, making jokes, playing games. Like played some games of Magic. It's been a while since I've turned that off, and it's really hard to, especially because I have this show, where I want to stay, aware of what's going on. I want to stay on top of things so that I can accurately bring you my viewpoints and my opinions on what's going on accurately, so it's not BS. So, yeah, it's been a while, and it felt great. The last time I did it was I don't know, like a month ago when I needed to get a new computer, and I just took a week off, and it was fantastic. And there's something about it that I think I need to do that more often. Just take a break, take a step back from politics, and I think everybody needs to do that. If you get too close, you get burned. You get too far, you get controlled. There needs to be a nice middle ground between understanding what's happening and not letting it drive you crazy. So, yeah, I don't know. So I just, all this stuff with the Biden bombs, it's pretty insane what's going on. I will do an episode about it. I feel like when I finally will do one, it's going to be its own episode because there's just so much stuff. There's just so many different spiderweb pieces that are connecting everything, and to do it in a little 10-minute segment is just, it's not going to do it justice at all. It's going to be, oh man, the Hunter laptop stuff is crazy. Hey, check out this other shirt that someone got me. It's fitting right now. Look, clown world. Yeah, that's the world we live in right now. Clown world. Thanks for sending me that. I appreciate. I checked out my PO box earlier today, and someone sent me some stuff, so it was nice to get some stuff. I really appreciate you all. And if you'd like to send me stuff, you can actually go to my website, which is adamcrigler.net/donate. You can directly PayPal me or Bitcoins, but you can also send me physical stuff. I got a PO box right there. You can send me stuff, and that's cool. I'm going to be building some shelves here because I have a group shot now when I have a guest. So I'm still kind of building my studio out, and I feel like the stuff behind me I could swap out for things and just kind of move them around and kind of shift stuff, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. So just thank you for sending me stuff. I'm actually really excited to. These stickers are really dope. You can't really see them, but they're from the Magnificent Seven. I don't know if you know this, but I got a bunch of these, some really amazing stickers, and so yeah, that was cool. That's from Mike Miller, and I appreciate that. So I'm going to read some super chats. Let's get into some super chats and start talking about what we're talking about today. Chet Chisholm, hey, what's good? Says, listening to Ben Kissel from the last podcast on the left dismissed the Hunter laptop as nothing and a pathetic smear campaign despite there being evidence clearly showing the Biden's corruption and abuse and endangerment of children is more than pathetic. It's disgusting. I had lots of respect for Kissel before. Now I have none. When I see people trying to defend it or, well, Hunter's not running for president. Yeah, but his father is, and there's plenty of evidence on those laptops connecting them. He's connected to Hunter. Hunter's the patsy. Duh. Hunter went out and did all the stuff. Joe Biden was the big guy. That's what was happening. Like, come on. Is it not obvious? Oh, it is obvious to people who are paying attention that aren't just blindly listening to whatever anyone tells them, reading just simply the headlines and not going into the article to see what the full context is, and then maybe checking the source also to see if that context wasn't skewed just a little bit. And that's what we see happening. That's why I'm kind of waiting. I'm kind of just soaking in everything that's happening. I want to know everything. I want everything to come out first before I can really really shed some light on it, because there's just so much stuff. It's crazy. Fractal says, happy birthday, Hillary Clinton. Enjoy your gifts of the army of Amy Coney Barrett filling the seat and Trump landslide victory. Exactly where my head is at, Fractal. Does anybody know if she's been officially accepted yet? Was she voted in? Let me see. ACB voted in yet? Question mark. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but no, there's no. It's just on the verge. Okay, so nothing's happening yet. I'm not watching, obviously, because I'm live streaming right now, but she's not confirmed. Okay, some chat people, they haven't. She hasn't been confirmed yet, but I have a feeling it's going to happen. I mean, she seems perfect for the job. Let's see. White Lasagna says, George 2020. Oh my gosh, did you see all this? Where Biden's, he's like, I'm running against. Can you imagine if George or George just 4 more years? Imagine if Trump gets reelected. Now everyone's saying he thought he was George Washington. He thought he was George Bush. Like, which George was he talking to? Now he was talking to George Lopez, so he might have been like looking at George Lopez answering his question. He still didn't say Trump's name. He still said George and not Trump. Now, what I find extraordinarily funny about that is my grandma calls everyone George. She had a lot of kids. My dad has 7 brothers, 3 sisters. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how many. A lot of uncles, lot of aunts. She calls them all George. Doesn't matter. Hey, George, get over here. Come here, George. Who did this? George, get over here, George. And then, of course, whoever did it was like, that's me. That's me. I know it's me. Oh, George. So he said that, and I was like, oh, man, George, huh? My grandma's 90, and she's more accurate and astute than this guy is in his 70s. Late 70s, sure. But my grandma's 90 and still on top of her game. Shout out to Grandma Crigler. What's up, Grandma? She's the best. But anyway, he said, George, it doesn't matter. Come on, man. You're running for president. Come on, man. How many times do you say come on during the debate, too? Now I see all these different, little clips of just all the come ons just slammed in. And it is so cringy. Like, man, I can't believe it. Oh, man. And then I guess the Google search, the can I take my vote back is spiking after the Hunter stuff's coming out. It's like, oh, man. No, you can't take your vote back. You voted. Speaking of which, voting is an amazing right that we have, isn't it? Get out there and vote. I'm still waiting for my registration to come in because I registered as soon as I got to Maryland. So we'll see when it comes in. I'm starting to stress out a little bit because I haven't seen it come in yet. White Lasagna says, George 2020. I know I read it already, but it's hilarious. Mark Robershaw says, how about how to spot a zombie ad is amazing. I agree. It is so bad. it's just like I'm just laughing at it until you get to the end where it's like, this is Donald Trump and I approve this message, and I'm just like, oh, you troll. He is truly a troll. Mark again says, be comfortable in your skin or wear someone else's. Wait, Mark, come on. This is a side view I'm not comfortable with. Mark again says, a creepy old man appears. I'm going to need an intelligence saving throw. To beat a 2. If you fail, vote for Biden. If you pass, vote for Trump. I don't have any die here, but I feel like I should just in case something like this happens again. I will. I'll get some die. But that's funny. Hey, Colostomy Baguette, what's up? It says, are we playing Phasmophobia tonight on Twitch? If it's yes, is it okay that I am a coward? I don't know if I'm gonna be if we're gonna be playing that tonight. Maybe. I mean, shout out to my buddy Josh who was here last weekend. He actually just got his subscribe button on Twitch. You can actually follow him, twitch.tv/the_Fernk, FERNK. So I'm proud of him. He's a buddy of mine. He was just out here for the weekend. We built his computer together. It was really fun, and he's getting set up. We've been unable to like really fully explore different games because he didn't have the proper rig, but now he's prepped and ready to rock. So you can follow me actually on Twitch also, which is really easy to find me, Twitch TV Adam Crigler. Same as this, just Adam Crigler. That's pretty much how you find me everywhere. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Parler, Adam Crigler. Just simple, no space, Adam Crigler. Really, really easy to get me. Let's see here. Mark again says, Hillary's tears are pure liquid sulfur. Well, I mean, they taste so delicious though, don't they? Mark, America needs to bring democracy to the moon. Yeah, before the CCP gets there and makes it just a communist nation that they control. Cough, cough. Mark Robichaud says, make Timcast great again. Bring back Adam Crigler. Well, thank you, Mark Robichaud. It's out of my hands, though. I don't have a choice or a say in the matter. Aaron Weiss says, hey, can I come in the show? All right. Phrasing, Aaron. Phrasing. All right. That's not phrasing. I'll bring a solid also from the context of space warfare. Would it be war crime to rip someone's helmet off? Yeah. It would be murder, really, wouldn't it? Wouldn't be a war crime. It would just be simply a crime because that would be killing somebody. Right? So I'm inclined to say, can you come in the show? No. And yes, it would be a war crime. Mark Robichaud says, space is international waters, so space pirates? Maybe. Sure. You know that they're going to exist eventually. You know, if you watch the movie Expanse, I've spoken to a couple space experts on my show a few times, and even off the show with other experts, and they talk about the Expanse, and they say it's accurate. It's very, very accurate as far as, well, many aspects of the first season, the first 2 seasons. I don't want to spoil anything, but the further you go, the more loose it gets. But it's pretty on point. So let's see here. Mark says space. Oh no, I got that. And Dilo says, and the people question Q. Right. I know. Let's see, 650. So that must have been during my the U.S. Marshals segment. I mean, I just don't get it. It's all happening still. You know, we got Hunter Biden's laptop stuff showing some gross, terrible things inside his own family, and with Biden connected to it all. Oh, it's just bad. It's bad, and I agree. It's like, and people are questioning Q. It's like they're against all that. What's so bad about that? Mark Robichaud again says, save the Trump, save the world. Trump 2020. I added that last bit. Mark says, send child fiddlers to the sun. I mean, they don't last long in jail, do they? Mark says, Hunter is just like his father. That was in all caps, so add a little inflection there. But he's not wrong, is he? He isn't wrong. Mark Robichaud again says, it's not water, it's liquid cheese. Nice try. Liquid cheese on the moon. Is that what you're trying to say, Mark? Because that's doesn't make any sense. Benjamin the Rogue says, Adam, what do you think of an idea to make the Earth side of the moon a national park that can't be developed so we can keep it preserved for the future? I think that is a fantastic idea. I think that's a fantastic idea. Now, knowing what I know about the Lagrange point, which is the point of where the moon's gravity and the Earth's gravity centers, and it's zero gravity, pure zero gravity. Because even when you're in Earth's orbit, you're still locked in Earth's gravity. And then the closer you get to the moon, the weaker it becomes, and then the moon's gravity will kind of take over. So there's a point, it's called the Lagrange point, and it's right in between. Now, they're planning on building, there's a couple different companies that are working towards this, all right, which is basically a station there that would always be directly in between the moon and the Earth. Now, even if we made it a national park, that Lagrange point, that center point between the Earth and the moon, is going to have some sort of a station. And I have a feeling it's going to get fairly large in 50 years. Now, I might not even be alive. You know, I would love to be alive in 50 years. Should be in my 80s. But, you know, still, it's like eventually we're going to have a space station out there. And I don't know. So as far as what we see on the moon, it's going to be really interesting going forward. Mark Robershaw says, talk about your ideas for the future of mankind. Okay. Well, I mean, I see, obviously, you know that I love space. I'm all about space. And I think the future of mankind is space. I think we are moving towards, we need to get back, need to get past the, what does Elon Musk say? Hold on, let me find his tweet. I forget what it's called. But we need to break the first, help me out, chat. You know what I'm talking about? We get past like the first, and let's see if he still has it pinned to the top. No, he doesn't. That sucks. But he said something about becoming, you know, like not a spacefaring. There's a tier 2, essentially, society or human race is like when we get to a new stage, which is when we colonize the solar system. We're going to imagine the amount of jobs that are going to be created when we start mining space. Thank you. The Great Filter. We must break through the Great Filter. Who is that? Jared Eagley. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, we must break the Great Filter. That is keeping us, you know, sheltered on this planet. You know, when we break out of that and we finally become spacefaring and start colonizing Mars, colonizing the moon, colonizing Europa, or different moons that have water on it. Water is the key. If we find water on the moon, which we did, we know that there's water on Mars. We can drink water there. We can use water to grow crops there because we've proven that we can grow crops in space. So having these systems in place, in fact, that's actually perfect for on Wednesday, I have a space construction company that they're basically getting it started right now, but they're starting a space construction company. They're working on a space hotel that will be in geosynchronous orbit, or actually, I don't know if it's going to be geosynchronous or just simply in orbit. Geosynchronous means it never changes position as far as it'll always say like be above New York City. It'll always be there. It doesn't like spin around. It'll just sit in orbit and always be up over the same spot. So I don't know exactly. Well, I'll find out more about it on Wednesday. But two gentlemen are joining me. It's going to be a really interesting conversation, and I'm looking forward to it because, as I said, the future is space. So you think about space construction, that's going to be huge. That is going to be the next major trade in our world. And then you think about it, you're going to need electricians. You're going to need heating and air conditioning servicemen that understand the heat and air conditioning systems in these habitats that are going to be everywhere. You know, I mean, the actual build, whether or not they're 3D printed or physically built by hand, that remains to be seen. But I think there's going to be a huge push for space work, space trades. You know, the trades are huge right now. Like understanding the trades is always something to be, I think most people should understand the basic of trades so they understand what's inside your walls, you know, or why a water isn't turning on what you should check, or like if the electric goes out, what do? You know, you can understand what the circuit box does and how everything kind of works. It's just general knowledge of most things. That's smart, but the future of space is definitely the future of mankind. So, yeah, kind of went off on that one, Mark, but thanks for that. Kevin says, why hasn't Joe gotten the virus? Because 19 is too old. I didn't realize that was a joke, but it definitely came around, and my goodness. That's my little soundboard. Anyway. Zing. Man of Culture says, I'm late, so not sure if it was covered on the show today, but the Wi-Fi password at Trump's Waukesha, Wisconsin rally is, who built the cages, Joe? Is that true? I don't know if that's true. Is that true, chat? Do you guys know if that's true or not? Because that is funny. By the way, who built the cages, Joe? Right, it was your administration when you were in the White House. My goodness. Christopher Hensley says, in some states you can change your vote. Oh, in some states you can, really? Interesting. And then we actually saw that that 4chan thing that flew around for a little bit that they squashed completely, of someone changing people's votes online. Kind of messed up. Socialism is for Fig says you could take your vote back in 5 swing states until the 31st. Wow. Interesting. So they're really trying to lock it down, aren't they? My goodness. Yep. So everyone was saying that it was actually true that Joe, or who built the cages, Joe, was straight up the Wi-Fi password at the Trump rally. That is so brutal. Yo, Trump is such a master troll, isn't he? Man, that dude. Dude, he knows how to troll, doesn't he? My goodness. Biden can't handle. He can't handle it. All right, let's see where I was here. Going back, I got a super chat jumping. I'm just trying to find where I was. Here we go. Friendly Neighborhood Sawyer says, if you were to put money on Trump or Biden, who would you and why? Also, on the betting site I use, the payouts are Trump for up or X 2.280 and Biden $1.47. So, I mean, I would bet on Trump. I fully believe he's going to win. I see no enthusiasm for Biden. I have seen Biden signs around here, but you know, I watch the commercials for Kamala. She's out there basically, as far as I'm concerned, illegally pandering to people in the voting lines. That's desperation. That's disgusting. And it's illegal. They say it's not because she's further than 10 feet away, and she's not within 100 feet of the actual polling place. Yeah, it's still disgusting. You're still desperate. You definitely feel the need to go out and try to pander to these people because you know Trump's got enthusiasm. He's got the American people excited about getting back to work, going to work, working hard. That's what most people do. They want to work hard. They don't want to live in a socialist nation where they still have to work hard, but not everybody does, because the people that don't want to work hard are the ones fighting for the socialist nation. It's ridiculous. So yeah, Trump, and I think you know why, because I think he's going to win. Boom, Trump 2020. Full Throttle says, just got home from a Trump rally in Letites. Amazing energy. Get out and vote, lads. Yes. I'm going to spin the UFO for you. I know you didn't say it, but you deserve it. Spin, 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 spin. All right. Now, if you haven't, I don't even tell you much anymore because you guys do such a fantastic job of smashing it. But smash it. Oh, that like button. Crush it. Crush it like a heart. That was a beating like button that I just smashed. Yeah. I won't do that again. Sorry. Oh, that's funny. Mark Robertshaw says, I'll hold you to that, Adam. Get some dice, homie. All right. I mean, I have dice. They're just in the other room. I've been a Magic player for 20 years. Let me see. When did I start playing Magic? 1994. Wow. In 1994, I started playing Magic. So, yeah, I lied. Over 20 years. My goodness. Yeah, I'm old. I skipped past it just to the reflection that I'm getting old. That's what that was. It was like it dawned, it washed over me like I'm getting old. I started over 26 years ago. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I didn't get serious till, I don't know, 10 years ago or something. Let's see. Chet again says, added you on Steam. We can rock some games sometimes. Chet, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm on Steam, and that's dope. Chet, right on. You've been following me since day one, Adamcast. And then, of course, you were a big fan on Timcast IRL. I appreciate you, Chet. You also send me some great stories. I appreciate you. Jose Leon, bing, 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 became a member. Thank you so much, Jose. I appreciate that. Aaron Weiss again says, let me come all over the show, Adam. Phrasing, Errant. Come out. Phrasing. Errant. My goodness. I feel like I'm in Brooklyn Nine-Nine right now talking to Boyle. Like, bro, phrasing. But for real, I have Dr. K saying it's a sign that you guys are in my astral next door. Let me in. Let me in. My goodness, you're persistent. Jose Leon says, we're all just living the dream. Greetings from the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Wow, you're in a scary place to be right now as far as I'm concerned. You know, you if you're voting for Trump and you vocalize it, they basically rock your front teeth out. Sarah says, hi, Adam. I am a survival of long-term sexual abuse from when I was a child and teen. I've thankfully been able to heal and overcome, and the only way many others can too is if we talk. Thank you for your words and efforts. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry you had to go through that. And I'm really happy that you were able to get over it and, find your voice and be able to heal. And that's amazing. So I'm really happy for you. And it just makes me realize how much more these guys are heroes, these U.S. Marshals. You know, these guys are actually out there saving these kids that are being, as far as I'm concerned, tortured. You know, so props to the U.S. Marshals and thank you for saying that, Sarah. Appreciate that. Karma and Kerosene says, Adam, come check out our band on YouTube. We're called Karma and Kerosene. We write conservative-themed heavy guitar music to make America great again. All right, I'll check you guys out after the show. I always like popping stuff in and checking it out after the show. Oh, give me a second. Let me just I copied the wrong thing. There we go. Let me just I want to check out your music after the show, so I'm going to do that. All right, cool. I got it prepped and ready. I will. Mark says, I would become immortal just to see how far we get. Mark again says, did you know the moon is slowing Earth's rotation? Yeah, I mean, very minusculely, though. I mean, it's not noticeable. It's not like it's going to affect us for another 100,000, 200,000 years or something at the earliest. You know, it's also drifting away, but we're not going to notice it. You know, we'll be long gone probably by that point. Sorry, Serious Beans. I don't know if that's what it's shrunk, but I'm pulling it apart and I'm assuming that's what it is because beans are the best. It says, please have YouTuber Isaac Arthur on for Space Talk. Isaac Arthur. I do not know Isaac Arthur, but you know what? I'm going to look it up after the show because I would like to. I love Space Talk. So I see a lot of people in chat saying the vote is on. They're voting right now for ACB. So keep me in tune, chat. If they vote her in, let me know because I wanna talk about that. I want to basically let everybody know what happened because that's serious. I know that they're voting on it right now, 7:30, right about now. Actually, it's supposed to be when they're doing it. So I don't know. So I'm watching you, chat. If you can inform me, let me know because I would love to tell everybody here and talk about it. Let's see. P says, Adam, great to see you. I usually work late weekdays. Got a 8-hour day off. A day at the post office today. Do you have an RSS feed? I don't know. What's RSS feed? What is that? I don't know. Clearly I don't. Because I don't even know what that means. But thank you for that. An 8-hour day at the post office. Does that mean you're done early and you're chilling? Because that sounds great. and that would be great. All right, let's see here. I'm just an update. They're saying they're talking now. Nothing's actually happening. All right, cool. Let's see. Mark says, did you know that Mars has a cold, solid core? I did. That's why the magnetic shielding isn't what it should. If it was the same kind of core as Earth and it had its magnetic shield, it probably would still have a really solid atmosphere and maybe would have had, maybe looked like a second Earth. And I know that there's scientists that are working on trying to kickstart that magnetosphere that Earth has. That's why we have it. I mean, look at this. I went to Elon's site just looking for the Great Filter tweet that he had out there. And you could see Mars, the picture. This is Mars being terraformed back to an Earth, which I don't think could happen unless they kickstart that magnetosphere. So we'll see I'll of course definitely be reporting anything that goes along lines with that. Mark again says, for school, I did a solar system model for science. That's cool. I was also in gardening club and newspaper. I could talk with your days about space and nature. All right, Mark. Appreciate your super chats always. Josh and Jesus says, Adam, I know what you're thinking. You totally want to FaceTime with that former homeless man who is about to go graduate, a.k.a. me. I could totally tell. You totally want to do that for this fan, Josh and Jesus. You know what? Have you graduated? I know you did say that you were graduating soon. That's I am really proud of you. Hit me up on my email, adamcastirl@gmail.com. Socialism is for Fig says, I went to the Wisconsin rally on Saturday. It was amazing. A must for anyone who hasn't. Drive far if you must. I've never been to a Trump rally, but man, I really do want to go. I should definitely pay attention and try to get a hold of it. Let's see here. Where was I? Andrew Taylor says, do you think technology has caused us to focus more on national issues rather than state and local elections? 20% voted in AOC's primary. Why focus on local politics when you could sit in bed and tweet at a congressman? I mean, I think technology has only caused an increase in all elections. I think most people were clueless in my lifetime. All right, I'm talking about my lifetime. I think technology has been a burden, and it became a burden because people live in the clouds now, both literal and figuratively. Well, I guess it's a double figurative. Yeah. No, literal cloud meaning like your computer cloud, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny, but anyway, it's like 50 years ago, people were proud to vote. There's countries that are mandated, but for those countries, people are proud to go vote. There's countries that are like Belgium. No, not Belgium. Maybe Denmark. A couple of those kind of. I was watching a documentary about voting yesterday, and they're talking about how there's many countries out there where 85% of the population votes. 75. We rank at like 25th, all the way down like 40%, 45% of our population votes. That's it. That's ridiculous. That's embarrassing, honestly. And I realize how important the right to vote is, what we're doing with our vote. So, I mean, I think it's caused us to focus on more national issues? Yeah, because people are seeing the bigger picture. They're not just in their little bubbles, in their little places. But I feel like it's not just the bigger picture, because even though we've got the big picture, we still got all the juicy details of everything. Now, it's hard to take in all that information, especially if you're working and you got a busy life, but we're able to see it all. So sure, you could tweet at a congressman, but you also can get annoyed that your local mayor changed a rule that you can't, like, I don't know, jaywalk or something. Like, it's illegal in most places, but I lived in New York, and everybody jaywalks. Everybody does. But I don't know. I think it's coming around to becoming more like prevalent for everyone to be aware that politics is an important thing. Voting, being able to vote, is amazing. We gotta be proud to vote. We gotta be excited to vote and know who we're voting for. Most importantly. So Jeffrey Eagley says, "Hey Adam, you should have Isaac Arthur on your show if you can get him on. He talks a lot about near-term space industry. Dope. You're not the first person to actually suggest it. I actually have it already set over. I'll check him out. Thank you. Appreciate that." Jason Dixon says, "I've been a member since you've announced number 1. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. Awesome. I'm going to give you a little ding, 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 ding. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Got to keep it lit up." Morgan Scott says, "Trump 2020. Love from Michigan, Adam." Thank you very much, Morgan. Appreciate that. Art Yum says, Art Yum Dragstop says, "Trump 2020 Texas." All right, I like this. Everyone just shouting out where they're from. I appreciate that. I do see a lot of Biden signs where I'm at, which is kind of like, ugh. But to be fair, for every one Biden sign, I see like 2 other Trump signs. It used to be a much higher ratio there, like 1 Biden sign to like 10 Trumps. Sadly, I'm starting to explore more, and I'm seeing Biden signs. But I'm seeing a lot of Trump signs too, so. And this is a blue state. Let's see here. Easy E says, "Hey Adam, do you have a favorite MTG block? Mine was the Shards of Alara block. Keep up the good work and spin the UFO, please." I will absolutely spin that UFO for you, Easy. Favorite Magic the Gathering block. It might be the Urza's set, although it was a discovery later on. I didn't play during the set. I really enjoyed Innistrad, the first Innistrad, and I that's when I first got back into it. And the very first booster pack I bought after 10 years of not playing, it's a crazy story. I went into this shop called Forbidden Planet in New York City. Now, this is before when they were on the corner of 13th Street and Broadway, before they moved down next to Strand to the bigger location now. They used to have an upstairs area with a couple tables. You can actually sit and play Magic. And I walked up, and I was just waiting. I was looking. I was like, this is cool. I haven't seen Magic stuff in a while. I'm just going to, like, see what the deal is. And there was a bunch of people just, like, geeking out, opening a booster pack. And he's like, all right, one more. Opened a booster pack. All right, one more. This guy opened like 20 packs. I guess he was looking for a specific card to play in Standard. And I was just watching. I was like, this is cool. This dude's looking, you know. I love cracking packs, you know. Open up, see what the rare is, and you're getting excited when you get the card you want. This dude was not giving up, and there was like 1 pack left, and his friends were like, you should get it. And he's like, looked at his wallet, and he's like, I can't. I gotta save this money, and all right. And then they left, and I walked up to the counter, and I actually know the person who worked there now is the manager at the store. Still works at Forbidden Planet, so shout out to Danny. And I'm like, let me get that booster pack. I'm pretty lucky. What was he looking for? And I guess it was one of the swords. It was like the Sword of War and Peace or something, if you know Magic cards. And I don't know if it was that exact one, but I think maybe it was. It was from the original Innistrad. And I cracked the pack open. I look, and Danny starts freaking out. And I look at it, and it's the freaking card. And I pulled it. And I was super stoked. It was like a $40 card at the time. And that was the first. I was like, maybe I should get back into Magic. Like, all right, I'm gonna get back into Magic. This is that was kind of a cool moment. And that of course, that exhilaration of getting the card that dude wanted, even though he didn't get it, he was kind of bummed. So, how's the Amy Barrett? Is she in yet, or have they voted? I'm watching chat right now. I haven't seen anyone say anything. So, but that's cool. I actually have a Magic a commander deck that is based off of the swords. I have all of the the knights. There's a knight commander that when your commander's out, equipping knights costs 0. I forget the name of it, but I have all of my swords, and I think I have all of the swords. I'm pretty sure I have them all. I know I have them all. I'm pretty sure. I think I collected them all. Anyway, they're all in that one deck, so it's kind of like, it's not the best deck, but it's still cool to just have all the swords out. Let's see here. Jackson Perez says, what's your favorite song off Fear Inoculum? I hit play, and it's just, I feel like it's one long song. It's amazing. Warrior comes to mind. I'm not the best at knowing the song names. But I love that entire album. That whole album is amazing. Yeah, Sir Gwyn, that's it. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. Where was I? I missed a couple. Sorry. Let's see. Blacklist Universe. Adam, thanks for showing the Magnificent 7 comics. I'll send you some more stickers. Tagged you on Twitter. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, and I appreciate that. Yeah. So that might be Mike himself from Blacklist Universe. Nice. So thank you for that. I really do. I love stickers. So I will absolutely accept more stickers. Thank you so much for that. Nippon says, go check out People's Pundit Daily. They have great info on polls. The polls are at significant risk of being very, very wrong this year. Like they were last year. Didn't Hillary have a 98% chance of winning? She didn't win. Hillary tears. Yeah. Let's see. Kripspeleg. I don't know how to say that. Transport LLC says, today I voted for Trump in early voting here in southern Georgia. Trump 2020. Yeah. ADD Adventure says, Military Arms Channel just put out some info that the BATF is moving on reclassing AR, AK, and ETC pistols and NFA items. No tax stamps. It's a felony. I don't even know what that means. That sounds like that's a big issue, though. That sounds like some major. So a lot of people are either going to be really upset about that or really happy about that. So I'm not sure if they're reclassifying it in a good way, or I don't know what an NFA item is. If you guys can help me out, because I don't know. I don't actually know what that means. What's an NFA item? Or is it... I don't know. I'm not sure. So we'll see. Let's see. Mark Robershaw says, fun fact, I'm actually a lord. I own land in Scotland. I mean, anyone can do that. You just buy like a plot of land and you're a lord of that land. Isn't that how it works? I saw that ad on Instagram. Every time I see ads on Instagram, I just like, anyone who gets these are suckers. And then the next day I see certain new things that I saw the ad, and I'm like, oh, where's that? And Tim's like, oh, I saw it on Instagram. I'm just kidding. I just like poking fun at anyone who gets those things. It's pretty funny. So yeah, that is that's the super chats. That's my show. I didn't have much to talk about today as far as National Firearm Act. Oh, okay. The National Firearms Act. Okay, thanks everybody. Is 1936. Oh, okay. All right. So I should learn more about it. I'm still learning about my guns. I'm not learning. I don't know much about the whole gun world because I don't have a gun. I was always just a gamer. I just kind of gamed. So I should look into it. Let's see. Mark says, sad noises. It was a birthday gift. Yeah. All right. So I know you guys. Some people were upset I didn't play a song on Friday. So I'm going to play a song right now. Oh my gosh. Tron just says, talk about Borat and Giuliani. Okay, I'm going to talk about that. How many of you saw the new Borat movie? How many of you saw it? I don't know how many are out there saying I saw it or I didn't see it yet, but let me tell you, I saw the new Borat movie last night. Now, you know what? You know what? I'm not going to talk about it right now. I'm going to do a review of it tomorrow. I'm going to have Josh come on. He's got a rig. I could bring him on just like I bring Carlin on Thursdays. I'm going to bring Josh on. We watched it last night, and it is hilarious. Super funny, super controversial. There's a scene with Rudy Giuliani in it that it is rather sketchy. I think they definitely, it was definitely a honeypot situation. I think they definitely honeypotted him and made it seem like something way dirtier than it was. I'm going to watch it again because I just that scene. I want to break that scene down because they were saying like, oh yeah, the Giuliani thing, you got to talk about it. And I want to talk about it. I'll definitely, show you guys my views on it because I think it was funny. It was also a little biased. And then he added "go vote" at the end, which was like kind of cringy. And I was like, oh man. So it was kind of bad in that sense. Like, come on, really? You couldn't just keep it as like a joke? But it was just as much cringe as I thought it would be / funny. I mean, I laughed a few times. There was a few times they had me rolling. Like when he first gets out. I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. I'll break it down. Can you guys hear me? I want to take a second and just thank the mods in my Discord. Shout out to all the mods in my Discord. You guys are fantastic. I have a Discord right now, and it's a really cool place for the people that are in this community that has formed to hang out and communicate, talk games, talk politics. It's really cool. I really do appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. You guys know who you are. You guys are doing a fantastic job. I wouldn't be able to handle this Discord without you guys. It's already gotten spicy a few times, and you guys have handled it professionally and incredibly fast. So thank you so much. I definitely appreciate the mod team that I have. You guys are fantastic. So thank you very much to my mods, and shout out to the Discord. Everybody is it's a cool place, and it helped me find stories like this. Water on the Moon was really cool. I found it from my Discord. So thanks to everybody who gives me ideas in my Discord too. So people in my Discord are talking about what I'm saying. I got it over here on my screen. Anyway, how much time do I got? Oh, I got like 13 minutes. I don't know if I like to cut off at 8 because of the Timcast IRL show. Anyway, I'm gonna play a song. Have they confirmed her yet as Justice? Anybody? There's some people in my Discord that are saying that they don't believe I was talking about them. I was talking about you, each and every one of you guys. And then I see a couple people asking how to join the Discord. You can join my Discord by going. How do I? You know what? Let me drop a little an invite into chat. Let's do that right now. All right, I am dropping my Discord right now into the chat. Discord, there we go. All right, so they're still talking. All right, she's not she hasn't been confirmed yet. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely Mitch is yapping. What a surprise. Like, come on, just come on, Mitch, stop droning on. Dude is looking old though, I gotta be honest. I don't know what to play. All the saints are calling all the masses. They want your soul, go pay all their taxes. Don't fear your belief of what you are inside. Hold it dear, it's the truth that they're trying to hide. Recognize the first stage of trouble. Open your eyes to disguise. Start searching deep in your soul, deep inside your soul, and find yourself. Everyone will find yourself. 'Cause no one else will. Hey, can I get just a little taste? A salivatic little getaway? Or are you on your knees swallowing the answers? Authority, see, they don't take chances. Are we blind? It's a crime that we can't ignore. I think it's time we show them that we'll take no more. Recognize the first stage of trouble. Open your eyes to disguise. Start searching deep in your soul, deep inside your soul. And find yourself. 'Cause no one else will find yourself. 'Cause no one else will. We must unequivocally disobey. Help me, Horace, let me seize the day. With a Guy Fawkes mask, true determination, anonymous bliss who controls the nation. Are we blind? It's a crime that we can't ignore. I think it's time we show them that we'll take no more. Recognize the first stage of trouble. Open your eyes to disguise. Start searching deep in your soul, deep inside your soul. Find yourself. 'Cause no one else will find yourself. 'Cause no one else will recognize the first stage of trouble. Open your eyes to discover. Start searching. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You know, they're doing their roll call right now for ACB. They just started the vote. It's happening right now. Woo! Man, I love it. I don't even know. I'm not going to be able to continue on. They're calling the roll. They're calling the vote. They're actually voting on her right now. Man, Bandit Buster, I saw that needs whiskey. It is true. I do sing better when I have a little bit of whiskey, but that's okay. It's not a Friday night. I just wanted to throw out a song because I didn't actually play last Friday, so I felt a little bit bad. I had my buddy Josh here with me this weekend, who's going to be joining me on Twitch. Now he's got a legitimate setup. He's going to be joining me. The Fernk, as some of you may know him, but now you actually know him because he was on my show last Friday. So we are going to be starting playing some awesome new games. I'm really excited about it. So you could catch me later. I'm going to go live on my Twitch channel. I go on around 10, just basically whenever the Timcast show ends. And I'll be I'm going on. I'm so excited. And the vote is on. So I'm really excited. I'm going to go watch them vote. There's some super chats. Lakavel says, would you reach out to General McKierney? I don't know. I might have botched that name. And see if he's at liberty to divulge what the Air Force was spewing in 2018/19. Is there a connection to weather modification and commodities speculation? I don't know anything about it. I don't know. So right on. Yeah, I'll check it out. Ken Asplin says, thank you for the song, Adam. Oh, my pleasure, Ken. Thank you for hanging out and listening. I do appreciate that. I don't want to go over Tim's show, so I can't go cover it live, but everyone's saying that they're voting. I see Nippon said you're missed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I know. Go subscribe to the Fernk, twitch.tv/thefernk, _THE_Fernk, FERNK. That's my buddy Josh. He just unlocked his sub button. I was the first subscriber. Really excited to do that for him. But tonight we're going to be joined. We're going to go on Twitch. So if you haven't smashed that like button already, I forgive you. But if you haven't, you should. Smash it. Come on. That's all right. I don't do it for the likes, but it is nice. It's nice. I'm not going to lie. But thanks, everyone, for hanging out. I'll talk to you tomorrow on this channel, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, for another daily recap of some random stuff that's happened during the day. And if you would like to check out me gaming, I'm going to be gaming later on tonight on my Twitch channel, which is really easy to find me. Just at Adam Crigler, Twitch TV. Just type in Adam Crigler, or /Adam Crigler also works. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, all the things. Obviously, you found me here. But if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. It does feel like someone's trying to block me from being out there, but I'm gonna keep doing me. Not even worried about it. And you can also check out my website if you would like to donate to me directly. You can find my PayPal, Bitcoin wallet, and you can also send me physical things. P.O. Box 68, Brunswick, Maryland, 21716. And thank you, everybody. That is my show tonight. I will see you later on my Twitch channel, and if not, I will see you tomorrow, same time, 6:30 to 8, Monday through Friday. Thanks, everybody, and you all have a wonderful evening.